Hi, my name is Erica Bjorkstrom, and I'm here to talk about the culture and teaching. What are the culture influence on teaching and learning, and what culture complete its role in instruction with EL, and how EL culture values beliefs are integrated appropriately in content of teaching and learning. Culture influencers teaches to use children's culture, identify and express as a tool to have better instruction for the kids. It gives the class a better understanding where the child is coming from. With the kids understanding the child's background. The students are more welcoming and understanding that they are different, but they are all welcomed in the classroom. Teachers can do projects that involves different cultures, or they could do a culture project on the student, and they can learn more about the student and their culture, and they can do about the history to make the students be more considerate of that person's heritage, beliefs, values. Also, when the kids do a project together in the classroom, it engages conversation with one another and helps with being accepted, and the child does not feel left out. What role of the culture in the student learning? How do school and classroom environments influence the language equations, and what steps are necessary to create inclusive environment? Well, the classroom has to have a wide variety of diversity. That means having posters of different cultures on the wall, having different examples when teaching the students, going over different ethics, groups, ages, genders, having them, talk about their own culture and their own experience when meeting someone that's different. The teachers can do a project with them, and the kids could talk about what they know about the culture and how it affects them. And then we'll go to the next question. What are some strategies for supporting and celebrating culture's diversity in instruction, and what are some strategies for leveraging home language and culture assets? Well, teachers need to have different teaching strategies and a variety of different curriculum that would also help with the different cultures in the classroom. Teachers could do food activities, have different music playing. They could play different games to have the kids more engaged. Have the students teach each other different words in their language to help with communication and interaction. The teachers can ask family and friends to come into the classroom and talk about their culture and do an activity with them. Get the class involved, like reading a book, a food activity, a bulletin board with different photos of different cultures, and different food, and you put religion on there. Celebrating the holidays. The teachers can celebrate different holidays in the classroom to get everybody involved. You can have the family come in, celebrate the holidays, different cultures. Get the children involved is the best thing in the classroom, and show that everyone is different, and also having the kids role play with each other. That is a good experience on interaction role playing different cultures, and helps with the diversity and the experience in the classroom. And that could also help with the home language and the culture in the classroom. What are some strategies and responsiveness to different strengths needs identified to all ELL students, including special needs? What are some opportunities and approach to meet the social needs? Well, teachers can do small groups with the students and see where their strengths and weaknesses are. She could do oral games. She could do writing activities. She could do reading activities. She could do a circle time with all the kids with flashcards and see what child is answering. Also, she can document on the kids daily to see where they're progressing and where they are struggling. Teachers need to relate to the kids' background, knowledge, and get down to their level, have a conversation with them, be very supportive towards the child. Teachers need to connect with the parents and also with the children, check in daily, see how they're doing, if there's any support they need. Teachers need to provide families with mental health counselors to help the challenges of the ELL students. In addition, teachers can help with regulation emotion, with teaching them word phrases and expressing how they're feeling. Teachers need to be patient and willing to help the students with any kind of emotional and social needs that they need in the classroom. Teachers need to let the students demonstrate areas of learning with reading, writing, and listening to help reinforce growth for the student. The teacher needs to let them fail to help give them positive reinforcement to, hey, let's do it this way. It might help. Teachers need to provide many ways of teaching ELL students on listening, hearing, reading, writing, and many ways of being supportive with the family, the students, and if the teacher cannot get the support that she needs to help the child, emotional and social, she should look out for extra resources to point out to the family, hey, maybe you should try this place. They might be willing to help you since I can't help you at this time. What's important understanding social, emotional, culture needs for students when establishing the procedures. Teachers need to have a structured room, daily routine, visual routine, so the ELL students can see this comes first, this comes second, visuals on everything in the bathroom, how to use the bathroom, how to wash your hands, when it's time to eat. They need to have visuals all throughout the classroom, what areas is what, and a visual of the area of the learning center. Also, teachers need to make the lesson plans that the students connect to the culture and personal experience. The teachers need to make sure that the students are feeling valued and welcome and honored, so there's a safe place and they belong. If the child feels safe and they belong, it gives them a more feeling of being comfortable and willing to more learn and not feel so stressed, so confined. Teachers need to be giving motivation to their students to build confidence. and give them a sense of safety. How might family and community practice funds of knowledge influence language learning? Well, parents can come into the classroom and help engage with the students on their culture, on reading, on helping assisting the students, talking to the other students, providing a different background or culture to help the kids understand more that people are all different and we are all equal. And coming in and showing respect, and the kids are showing respect, it gives it like a even playing field for the students and the family. And the teachers in the school need to show respect to the families and the view on the education, and they need to show respect to the ELL families if they want to contribute to anything towards the education or their point of view, their values. The teachers in the school need to understand they are just as important as the teachers, because they can have their input on, hey, maybe you should do it this way, maybe you should do it this way, or maybe this isn't working for my child, I think we should do this. The parents can join the PTO, on the school board, they can volunteer in the classroom, they can volunteer on like certain events. If they have like a culture day or a special holiday, the family can be more involved. What are some strategies to build a foster strong family community at the school in partnership? So the family speaks Spanish. Maybe she can come in and help the other kids with speaking Spanish and maybe helping them with English. Maybe she's really good with bilingual, and maybe she can come in and tutor the kids on how to say things. She could help, families could help with being part of the class and giving assistance and support to the ELL students. The school can provide the family different resources on, like, if they need help with communication, the school should provide them a place to go, a resource that they can help them translate their their Spanish to English, or their English to Spanish. However, where they're struggling at, can help them with like paperwork, things that they're not understanding. Also, there's resources out there that helps the family learn the English and still be able to speak their native or Spanish language at home. It just kind of gives them help that, okay, you guys should need help in this area, but you guys can still talk like this. Let me help you. Also, parents could help each other's families with tutoring, maybe reading, helping with reading, writing. It's just like a partnership with the school and the family and the teachers. They can all work together to come up with a plan to help each other. And that is the end of my speech. So I hope you have a good day. Thank you.